Hey guys, welcome back to Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Last episode, we entered the Vim Factory and got some hammers from the Elite Hammer Bros. We also had more tutorials because this game really just won't let us go. And this time, we'll be putting a stop to the Shroom's harvesting of Vim, the life energy of the Toads. And I almost burped there, but I didn't, thankfully. Gotta hit that switch to get further into the factory. You can see the Toad souls, and they look really sad, and they're, like, dissolving. This Spiny Sherpa is now stunned. That's a side effect that you can get if you enter a battle by hammering an enemy. It's functionally similar to Burn, where the enemy won't be able to attack, but they won't take damage. Instead, they'll just stand there and do nothing. So while he's stunned, let's take the time to take care of the other enemies. But he healed right there, so there wasn't really a point. Although I guess the guys that attacked us did take more damage, so it's easier to finish them off now. I mean, let's finish this guy off and continue our journey to save the Toad's Vim. Although there's probably not a whole lot we can do for them now. It's so really disturbing to think that they're sucking out the Toad's souls and converting that into fuel for their machines, basically. I mentioned before that this game can get pretty grim sometimes, and I think you're starting to get a sense of why that is. As if, like, Holly Jolly Village and the Toads tied to the trees weren't enough. Wasn't able to get the Lakatufo there, but we can try jumping on him, get a lucky hit. And let's go for another one. I don't believe the Lakatufos can drop new Spiny Sherpas in battle, but they can do that in the field as we've seen. Alright. Go topsy-turvy. Yeah, the timing on that is still tricky. You have to... I'm not entirely sure when you're supposed to get the timing on that. It has to be, like, frame-specific, though, I'm pretty sure. Come on, are we getting level up? No, we are not. I guess we have to wait a little bit longer. Of course, we face them off against more of these guys. Let's go for some Bro Flowers. Now, this probably isn't the best time to show this, but the babies can actually throw fireballs if you press X and Y buttons, and if you do that, they'll actually reach flying enemies. Now, that Spiny Sherpa's burns. Let's take care of this one. As I was saying, if there are any enemies that are off the ground, you can press the X and Y buttons to have the babies throw fireballs at them and include them in the attack. So, if you're encountering a swarm of enemies, you can still take them all out with the Fire Flower. Now we have this really long hallway, and up that way are some buttons we can't reach yet. Let's take care of the Lakatufo before we can drop any more enemies in. Crud. Now, Luigi is not looking great, but he's not looking horrible either. Let's take care of the Lakatufo first, as usual. Crap! I need to get my timing down on that. Or at least focus more, because, of course, the Let's Play curse is in effect as always. Alright. I should have hit that guy. I waited until he was thrown off the UFO before I jumped. I guess it has to be more precise than that. I'm guessing one or two more turns will be enough to take care of these guys. Now about that word Vim. I actually didn't know Vim was a word when I first played this game. And even after I heard the term like Vim and Vigor and stuff, I sort of like forgot about it as I played this game. I'm gonna go for defense here. 5! That's very nice! Alright, come on. Give me something good like that. Come on! Ah, they love to see it. Anyway, like I was saying, I had this sort of, I guess, brain fart, where when I played this game again, I also forgot Vim was a word, even though I heard it in the phrase Vim and Vigor like I mentioned. And for some reason, I thought Vim was something they just made up for this game. And I still can't help but shake the feeling that it might be supposed to be some kind of cultural or mythological reference I'm not sure about. But I've looked all over the place and I can't quite find anything that the idea of fungus life energy being converted to fuel could parallel. Although I guess it could parallel like industrialism and the destruction of the environment to benefit machines and stuff. I guess that's the closest parallel I could think of. But I can't shake the feeling that there's like some kind of mythological influence I'm not getting. Or maybe my mind's like too focused on Okami-esque stuff. We have more of these blocks, and the top screen looks like a mouth, while the bottom screen, the blocks just look like buck teeth. And these are just some really cool looking blocks too. You have to wonder if they're like alien. Actually, no, they are alien technology, I guess. Actually, that's a good question. How are there beans in the Vim Factory if this is supposedly from another planet? Although I guess maybe the Shrooms could have made it using material they found on Earth. I'm also wondering, what kind of metal could this be that the babies can dig through it when they can't dig through other metal? I guess the reinforced metal would be like steel or something, but I can't quite think of any soft metal that looks like this that you could dig into. Now, that's something game theory can work out, though. Unless it's like actually something from Five Nights at Freddy's or is Sans Undertale or something. It looks like the Dr. Shrooms aren't going to use their whole mushroom thing, so we can't quite show what that'll do just now. Unless he pulls one out this turn. No, he doesn't. Those doctors are very uncooperative in their own murders today, I guess. Come on, Mario gets a level up. Alright. Give me a good defense roll. 6! Let's go! Alright, 5, and 6. Alright, can we get another one? 4, not great, not terrible though. It's better than a 1. A 1 would have just been embarrassing after all that luck. Now, let's go with the babies and see where the next of these blocks are. And they're right there, so it wasn't too much of a wait. And all that just to raise that platform. There's still some tanks of Vim there. And more really disturbing animations of Toad Souls being forced through pipes and stuff. We can break these crates with our hammers. And we can do that to go all the way back to the beginning and open these hallways. I really like the animation for the opening there. It looks really cool. I can't quite explain it, but maybe it's like the yellow-orange glow of the background combined with the lightning symbol. It's just very aesthetically pleasing, I think. And looks like we're gonna have to deal with some spiny Shroopas over there, but first let's go down the left path and take care of these Dr. Shrooms. And hopefully they'll actually show off their mushroom attack this time. Okay, there's a strong one. And there's a weak one. I believe he's seen the weak one, so I'm just gonna knock that out of his hand. Come on. Alright, this is what the strong one does. They become big, and they walk towards you, and you have to hammer them. It's a pretty simple thing, but I'm glad I could show it off finally, and we can see what these guys are capable of. Now let's go back to attacking this guy. And again, knock this thing out of his hand. And I just realized it looks like a skull on the weak mushrooms. That's a pretty nice detail. Now in this room, we have another one of these blocks. Bean right here. You can't hide from us. We will always find the beans. Piggyback, man jump, baby jump, hit, I block, joy. I also like the look of these windows here and how it sort of looks like craters. I wonder if they, like, took parts of their homeworld with them or something like that. I mean, it was dying, so maybe it blew up? Who knows? I believe that is the highest I've ever gotten, maybe. That was definitely higher than I ever got in my practice playthrough, and this, of course, so... Maybe it was higher than anything I got back in, like, summer 2014, but Man, I'd have to think back if I were to, like, accurately recall that, damn. I know we just got a level up, but I'm really hoping for another one soon. We get some green shell, so that's pretty nice. Let's see what's in here. We get cannonballers. That's the other attack item I haven't been mentioning. That's because we actually need all 4 bros to do it, and it does a lot of damage to a single target, so it's basically ideal for boss fights, not regular enemy fights. Unless it's against the Elasto Piranhas and I need to heal Luigi. Okay. Shit! Well, now you know what it looks like to faint, and let's use a 1-up mushroom on Luigi to bring him back. It's all part of the learning experience, even though that was to a normal enemy. Let's take care of this Dr. Shroob, so he doesn't have his strong mushroom. You know, these Dr. Shroobs probably aren't as smart as they look if they know those shrooms are make them sick and they still eat them. Or maybe the Dr... Oh, here we go! The Dr. Shroobs wear eyeglasses. This means they have poor eyesight, so they can't distinguish between the weak and strong mushrooms. It's still pretty dumb of them to, like, eat it still and take the chance, I guess. And there's also has to be an irony to the fact that I'm wearing glasses as I'm recording this. I don't normally wear glasses, I only use them to see the board in school when I'm playing games or reading or something. But yeah, there's definitely an irony in the fact that I'm wearing glasses to that. Alright, 54 XP, that's pretty nice. Get a mushroom drop, although I won't heal just yet. I feel like that might bite me in the rear end at some point. No, I didn't mean to open the menu, I meant to hit the R button. I just completely forgot what the controls were for a second. I am sorry. It's like 11-something p.m. and I drank like a protein shake before recording, so I do have like a boost of energy. But maybe I should like record at a more reasonable hour. Should be close to another level up sometime. And I don't like this. Alright, get the bean. Get on... Okay, this thing. There's a... Okay. I want to be able to see the full screen here so we don't miss anything. And go onwards. Slow as ever. I know there are some collectibles here later on. But let's see what the... No. Okay. The adults will still be able to get there, and I should have hammered him. That sounded bad out of context. Those guys went down pretty easily, a lot easier than they have been, so I guess that's just a sign we're getting stronger and we're making progress. And it looks like we'll have to hit another block somewhere if we're going to make it further in. Okay. Of course, it's like down there, but okay. Okay, let's go down to get these blocks. Gonna aim Luigi here. Looks like we only have 4 here. We got 1-up mushroom? No, I want to go up. What else do we have? Another Mario block. Mushrooms and some coins! Thankfully it went brown there and we didn't have to like jump off to get the rest of the coins. That temptation would have been too great for me to resist. I admit it, I'm a flawed man. If I see a block that still has coins in it, I gotta hit it no matter the risk to my personal safety. Hey, like I said, we all have our flaws, and mine is putting myself in moral danger for money. that, we're almost to the end. The Vim Factory is still just a really creepy area. I mean, we've already seen Holly Jolly Village, and Toadwood Forest atmosphere was terrifying. But something about just the industrial level of the evil here. Mario and Luigi have been rescued by their younger selves. What an odd feeling it must be. Get moving and find the Cobalt Star Shard. As I said, just the industrial level of evil here displayed by the Shroobs, and just how callous and uncaring they are about the life of this planet, and literally turning people into fuel is just horrifying. But it's time to throw a wrench into their plans and put an end to this. I'm not going to comment on the fact that that must be his excrement, and the Shroobs, who are cold and uncaring, have hearts for it. Apparently it's good enough to make them feel love. It's probably best if we don't think too deeply about that.
Let's go.
We got this great boss music again, and here we are with the Swiggler. Now, starting off, you'll notice that we're not doing a whole lot of damage to him, and when we attack him, he gets mad and attacks us with a really cool 3D rippling ground effect. His ordinary attack involves spitting poison clouds at us that we need to hammer twice, and you'll also notice that he has a drink there. And he's also aided by 2 Dr. Shroobs. Now, normally, we'd want to attack the Dr. Shroobs with the strong mushrooms, but in this case, we want to attack the ones with the weak mushrooms. The reason for that is, as you see, the mushrooms dropped into his drink. So when he goes to take a sip, his anger goes away, and he's now a lot weaker. His attack and defense are down, and we can actually land hits on him. So this fight basically revolves around knocking the right mushrooms into his drink. Now, I guess this is a good time to show off the Cannonballers. What this does is that the 4 bros are launched into the air, and you have to press the 4 buttons in order. If you mess up, they'll just kind of like collapse downwards and not do as much damage. BAYX. 61 damage! Very nice. Crap, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess it did knock another thing into his drink, so... yeah, now he gets all angry again, and, well, there's nothing he can do anymore. Now, remember when I was first playing this game, the Cannonballers aren't usable if you're only playing as the adults or the babies. And when I saw it, I saw that the text was grayed out. I remember thinking that the base of the cannon was actually a lock, and I thought I had to get somewhere in the story to unlock that attack. And then I just, like, happened to be playing, and then I realized it was unlocked, and I wasn't entirely sure what happened. I don't think it was until a while later that I realized that I could have used it at any time, and I only thought it was locked. Now these guys, one of them will be aiming for Mario, the other will be aiming for Luigi, and sometimes they'll switch places, but they'll still aim for whatever bro they were going for before. And I didn't pay attention to who was who, so I kinda took a lot of damage there. On another note, I want to draw attention to the top screen and just how pretty it looks. I love the purple sky and the stars twinkling. And also the trees in the background. It's one of the prettier battle backgrounds in the game. Although, this game actually does have a lot of pretty backgrounds. I wouldn't say it's one of the prettier ones, but it's definitely a sight to behold. Now, I'm kind of waiting for one of the Dr. Shroobs to get a strong mushroom, because I do want to show what happens if the Swiggler drinks one of them. Alright. So on top is Mario. I didn't see if they swapped places there, but maybe they did, maybe they didn't, I don't know. There's also something else to think about. I want my voice to stop cracking, please. If you think about it, you have to wonder where the Swiggler came from, not the Shrigler. Because, for all intents and purposes, I like the color of the drink when it's like spiked with the strong stuff. That also sounded very wrong. Please don't take me out of context there. And he restored 68 HP. Which isn't good for us, but now you know what it does. It basically heals him, although he doesn't gain any attack boosts from it. So now that we've seen everything it can do, let's take this seriously for once and actually attack him. And I completely lost my train of thought because I realized how bad that spiking comment sounded. I was talking about the backgrounds, I remember that. Oh yeah, the origins of the Swiggler. Tying in with the themes of the shrooms, like perverting nature and such. If you think about it, what if the shrooms also perverted the Swiggler? What if it was just like an ordinary Wiggler, and then they did like some fucked up testing on it and like turned it into what it is now? Basically just a machine to produce fuel for them. And they basically just bioengineered it to do all that. Okay, let's go for another green shell, because I don't think he's lost all the HP he healed up that time. Alright, it's the X button. I was pressing the Y button instead there. Now, the baby's command for the green shell can be pretty hard to master, but think of it as like a challenge mode, basically. If you really want to, you can just press the A and B buttons. As someone who played Bowser's Inside Story first, I found that a lot easier to get used to. So the bottom one is Luigi and the top one is Mario, and I guess only until a certain point in the fight will... And I guess only at a certain point in the fight that is when... Let me rephrase that. It's not until a certain point in the fight that they'll actually start switching places. Okay. Now, so like what this fight does with the Dr. Shrooms, because normally we've been trained to only attack the ones with the strong shrooms and not the ones with the weak shrooms. I like how in this fight you have to do the exact opposite and not attack the strong ones and only attack the weak ones. It's taken something we learned in this fight and basically flips it on its head, and I really like that. It's a really neat idea to have a boss fight involve the opposite of what you did for the enemies in that area. It's a neat way to, like, sort of test the way the players have learned what to do. Alright, Mario, Luigi, Mario, that. Luigi. Okay, I shouldn't have pressed both bros buttons there. Okay. Did I, like, hit it twice there somehow? I could have sworn I heard it, like, I heard the sound effect twice. He's gonna attack in, come on, blow a different shroom. There we go. I realized right after I selected it that we should probably keep that guy around in case he, like, drinks it and then he's still... I was saying we should keep that guy around so we can knock his mushroom into the drink for next turn, but then he would have just attacked anyway, and then we would have lost the weak mushroom. Let's go for another green shell. We haven't been doing a whole lot of damage to him. Ah, crud. Okay. 60 damage. Let's just keep him weak. There we go. Alright. He's gonna get all steroid-ish. Let's take this time to do another cannonballer on him. Alright. B-A-Y-X. That's the same order as last time. 61 damage. And there he goes. A Greed Shell 1 and a 1-Up Super. Mario gets level 9. Alright. Oh, the 1-Up... I was about to say the 1-Up Super must have been an effect of our gear, but I don't think so. I don't think we have anything that would have given us that. At least I can't remember. Anyway, of course we got a 1. The bad luck was bound to catch up to us. 1 again! Please, just give me something good. Are you gonna, like, give me bad luck now that I've had good luck with the defense? Come on. Let's see what we get. 4, not bad. You got the second Cobalt Star Shard. You have collected 2 Cobalt Star Shards. Baby Bowser swipe both Cobalt Star Shards!
Gwahaha! Losers! Thought you could get away stealing my treasure from my castle, did ya? It's payback time! I'll take my treasure, plus whatever you just picked up as compensation!
Prince Bowser, let's scram! Man, I wish we knew about that exit. Cruel fate! We finally succeed in recovering the second shard, now this happens! I like how they're still spinning around. Shame cycle initiated! We must return to our own time and rework our strategy. We accomplished nothing! Next time on Mario Luigi Partners in Time, I need to say that better, we'll be talking to Professor EGAD and figuring out what to do from here on out. See you guys next time.